Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie. I am sitting on the floor in our hotel room because it's the best light I can find. But I am tuning in. I say we because all of my family that you cannot see are right here looking at me. They're getting ready for the morning. So we are in Kentucky. Where are you tuning in from? I am making my ketones and we are going to dive into the magic of thinking big. Now, we started this on the 1st, March 1st, if you watched the first live. Yesterday, we were traveling. I said I was going to do the live, and I didn't. So please forgive me. Today, we're starting and finishing chapter 1 after I make up my ketones. So let's do this. Is today Wednesday? Nope, it's Thursday. What's today? Don't come in here. My husband just got out of the shower in a towel. It's Thursday. Thankful Thursday. What is one thing you're thankful for? I am thankful for my mom fuel, which I'm going to make right now. So we are in Kentucky. Oh no, it's not popping open. Oh yeah. I actually did this in the van yesterday as we were driving and I snapped it open and it popped all over my pants. We are in Kentucky. So if you've been following our journey, we actually have been traveling almost all month. So we were in Arizona, Florida, Arizona, Kentucky. This trip is a business trip. Well, it's a team building business trip. It's going to be great. So we're going to go meet up with our CEO today. And we've got an event all weekend. It's going to be incredible. It's a lot of mindset, which you are learning here. Business building, lots of stuff. So I actually am super excited for it. All right. Are you ready to go? Did you drink your coffee this morning? Did you drink, maybe are you a coffee drinker? Do you drink tea? Are you just a water drinker? Or ketones? How do you start? Tell me how you start your morning. Do you intermittent fast or do you eat breakfast? What does your morning look like? Not like your miracle morning, like journaling and all those things, but initially, do you eat? Do you not eat? My kids are ready to go downstairs and eat after they get dressed. All right. I'm excited about this book. We're diving into the magic of thinking big. If you watch the first one, it was basically an introduction, but he talks about how your belief is a thermostat that regulates what we accomplish in our life. So we talked about the power of our thoughts. And so we're going to continue. We're on page 18 if you're following along. If you are not and you're just tuning in and getting some golden nuggets, it's completely fine. This is great. I've got a little bit of reading to do, but I want you to hold tight because it really gives you a cool thought of, in the header of this video, I said, all right, your thought or your mind is a thought factory. It's a busy factory producing countless thoughts all day long, right? Your mind is constantly thinking. So this is fun. Production in your thought factory is under charge. I'm sorry. That sounds funny. Production in your thought factory is under the charge. I forgot under the charge of two foremen. One of them who we will call Mr. Triumph and the other Mr. Defeat. Mr. Triumph is in charge of manufacturing positive thoughts. He specializes in producing reason why you can and why you qualify and why you will. So we've got Mr. Triumph, right? The other foreman, Mr. Defeat, produces negative, depressing thoughts. He is your expert in developing reason why you can't, why you're weak, why you're inadequate. He specializes in the why you will fail chain of thoughts. So we've got Mr. Triumph, Mr. Defeat. As you're going throughout your day, there's lots of different ways we've explained this. I'll say things like, are you working on, is this going to help you with 1% better, 1% worse? Is that truth? Is that trash? Is that Mr. Triumph? Is that Mr. Defeat? Whatever sticks in your brain to help you be able to understand, like, oh my goodness, I'm going down a rabbit hole, or being able for you to get up in the morning and control your thoughts to go into a positive direction, however helps you to label it. I thought that was fun. So Mr. Triumph, Mr. Defeat. Both Mr. Triumph and Mr. Defeat are intensely obedient. They snap to the attention immediately. All you need to do is signal either foreman to give you slightly mental beck and call. If your signal is positive, Mr. Triumph will step forward and go to work. Likewise, a negative signal brings Mr. Defeat. I've got a little bit more to read. To see how these two foremen work, so we're going to practice this, right? To see how these two foremen work, try this example. Tell yourself today, today is going to be lousy. If you were to, I don't want you actually to say this, but if you find yourself getting up in the morning, we talk about, if you've heard me speak before on here, if you've heard me talk about when you go to bed, really one of the oh, my earring looks funny. Really one of the last things that you think about before you go to bed is usually what you wake up thinking about. So if you go to bed thinking, I'm only going to get 6 hours of sleep, I don't want to wake up, I'm don't want to do tomorrow, I don't want to go to work, blah, 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 right? You're going to wake up thinking the same way. So if you tell yourself in the morning, today is going to be lousy, you just signaled, who did you signal? Mr. What, babe? Terrible. No, defeat. He said Mr. Terrible. Same thing. Oh, he jumped on the bed. Don't move the bed. It's propping up my phone. Mr. Defeat. He defeats you, right? You just signaled Mr. Defeat. I lost my spot. Hold on. All right. And he manufactures the same facts to prove that you are right. You are going to have a lousy day. He suggests that it is too hot or too cold. Business will be bad today. Sales will drop. Other people will be on edge. He will make you sick. Your wife or your spouse will be fussy today. Mr. Defeat is tremendously effective. In just a few moments, he's got you sold. It is a bad day. How did you wake up this morning? Did you wake up with a positive mindset? It's going to be great. I like to tell myself every day, it's going to be a great day. I write it down. Usually I'll make a post and I'm like, it is going to be a great day. I'm going to declare it is going to be a great day. If you already woke up with a lousy attitude and Mr. Defeat is going on right now, you stop it and you tell him to go away. Because Mr. Triumph is about to show up. All right. But tell yourself, instead of saying today's going to be a lousy day, what if you got up and you said, today is a fine day, and Mr. Triumph is signaled. This is a wonderful day. The weather is refreshing. It's good to be alive. Today you can catch up with some of your work, and it's going to be a great day. Does that make sense? It's kind of a fun little analogy for the morning. All right, a couple more things to finish off chapter 1. So he's giving you steps. He says, here is the first steps towards success. The first step towards success. Sorry, the air conditioner just kicked in. I wonder if I should move. Can you hear me? Huh? All right. It's a basic step. The very first step towards success, it can't be avoided. Step number 1 is believe in yourself. Believe that you can succeed. If you want success in any area of your life, you are going to have to believe that you can do it. So, how to develop the power of belief? Number 1, think success, don't think failure. The power of your thoughts, right? At work in your home, substitute success thinking for at home in your at work in your home. Substitute success thinking for failure thinking. Simple concept, right? So number 1 was think success, don't think failure. Number 2, remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think you are. Successful people are not supermen. Success does not require a super intellect, nor is there anything mystical about success. And success isn't based on luck. I love that. Successful people are just ordinary folk who have developed belief in themselves and what they do. Never sell yourself short. Never sell yourself short. You're going to have to be like your own cheerleader. And number 3, believe big. The size of your success is determined by the size of your beliefs. Think little goals and expect little achievement. Think big goals and win big success. Remember this too. Big ideas and big plans are often easier, certainly no more difficult than small ideas and small plans. Here's what I want you to know. You might be going, oh, it's always the mindset. But I bet you if you tested this and you tried to force yourself to have a bad day, like if you got up like the book said and you said, oh, today's going to be a lousy day, and you looked for things to... Have you guys ever heard the acronym? Is it an acronym? RAS? Is that what I would call it? Yeah. RAS? Like your RAS is activated, R-A-Z? No. Reticular activating system. So when you get up in the morning, and depending on how your attitude is, your RAS is activated, your reticular activating system. Meaning, if you get up, my earring is really bothering me. If you get up and all of a sudden you have a crabby attitude, guess what's going to happen? you're going to look for things to complain about. So you're going to notice that your kids might be whiny. You're going to notice that all of the red lights are red. It's going to make you look for more things to complain about. But if you get up in the morning and you're like, it's going to be a great day. The sun is shining. We are so excited to meet with our friends. It's going to be incredible. You are going to look for more things to be thankful for, right? And I want you to know, as we talk about the word success in this book, it is success in any area of your life that you're going after. So it might be success in fat loss. It might be success in your relationships or your work or finances or emotions. Success is a word that is used all across the board in all of the spokes of your life: relationships, spiritual, mental, financial, physical. Did I miss one? I need to get into a mode of like which one I say first. All right. The how of your plans for development and growth is a series of concrete guides for action. So he says, I'm going to give you an action plan. These guides will work. I'm going to help you on your way if you put them into play. You have to take action. I often say, listen, if you're reading any books or you're listening to me or anybody else online, it doesn't just work to gather all the information. This doesn't just work if you sit on here and listen to me every day. I hope it does. I hope it gives you a little seed of encouragement. But what makes it work is you watering it. You put it into action. You've got to do little things every day that you know you need to do to become better, right? There will be no one standing over your shoulder telling you what to do or how to do it. This book will guide you. The author says, I will guide you, but only you can understand yourself. Only you can command yourself to apply this training. Only you can elevate your program. Only you can bring about correct action should you slip up a little. In short, you are going to train yourself to achieve bigger and bigger. Discipline and taking action, and you can do it. Isn't it surprising to you that most people understand so little about why other people act a certain way? So he tells a little story and then he says, here's what I'm going to teach you. The number one thing basically he's saying is, I'm going to teach you about awareness. My children hear this word almost every single day. He says, most people are not trained to be observers. If you want to learn how to be successful, you are going to have to observe other people that have success. You're going to have to just observe people in life, the people that are closest to you. If you observe their life and what they have, you will be able to see the things they do or don't do, the things or the reasons why they have success or the reasons why they don't. You're going to listen to you're going to watch the actions that they take. You're going to listen to the words that they say. You're going to listen. You're going to just observe their life, and you will very quickly understand why people are where they're at today. He says, one important purpose of this book is to help you train. I'm going to help train you to be an observer, to develop deep insight into human action. Once trained, you will learn valuable lessons just through the very simple process of observing. So, he talked about how to develop the power of your belief. Think successful, remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think, and think big. Now, he's going to start with observation. Time to observe the people around you. Your object is to make successful action habitual. So as you're going through this book, the objective, what you want to do is take something that you've learned and turn it into a habit. The more we practice, the sooner it becomes second nature to act in the desired way. Be sure, it is thrilling to watch what can happen when men cooperate carefully with nature. But it is not He told a whole bunch of stories, and I'm not reading the stories to you. So the power of this book is super great. I usually don't read all of them. So if you have the book, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, let me try to recap it for you. They did an experiment. They talked about watching plants and how they grow. It was super awesome and how exciting it is when you have a garden and you see the garden grow and how you get to harvest it. He said, listen, it is awesome. People are super excited to watch a garden grow. He says, it's thrilling to watch what can happen when men cooperate carefully with nature. The garden's growing, you're watering it, you get to harvest. But it is not 1/10 as fascinating as watching yourself respond to your own careful administered thought management program. It's fun to feel yourself growing more confident, more effective, more successful day by day, month by month. Nothing, absolutely nothing in this life gives you more satisfaction than knowing you are on the road to success and achievement, and nothing stands as a bigger challenge than making the most of yourself. It's going to be fun watching you grow. And I hope that if you've been here for a while, you've seen growth in yourself. I hope that you've learned a ton, whether it's about the keto diet or low carb or fasting or drinking more water. I hope that you've learned something on this page and that you've taken it to heart. You've taken the responsibility. You've implemented different actions and disciplines, and you've learned something. And I hope that you've celebrated your success. I hope that you've been encouraged, and that if you haven't celebrated where you are today from where you were when you maybe just think for a second before you, and it's not even just this page. I don't mean just me, but books, right? If you've been here for a while and you've been reading and listening and you've taken to heart the power of the mindset, I hope that you can acknowledge the fact that you've grown. So today you should celebrate yourself. Think about where you used to be even a year ago. How many of you can say, yes, I'm a better person today? My mindset is better. I'm learning. I'm taking action. Celebrate that. And then let's grow some more. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. This is the book. We'll start on chapter 2 tomorrow. And that's all I have for you. So thank you always for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your hearts. I truly appreciate it. We are better together, and I appreciate you. So have a wonderful afternoon, wonderful morning, whatever time you decide to watch this at, and we will talk to you very soon. Bye, everybody.